next on deck, coming around. I see him right there. Coming around on deck and next to be inducted into this Hall of Fame is Brother Steve Short. Yes, sir. We all know Steve. Steve started playing drums at the early age with his parents' family band. Steve's family toured the United States and made many television appearances. It was during this time in Steve's life that he honed his musical skills. Since then, Steve has recorded and played with every big name you can think of, including 3 years touring with Reba McEntire. Steve has recorded and played with dear Leon McCullough, Leon Rouse, Johnny Gimble, as well as many other Western swing greats. Steve is a highly successful recording sound engineer who has engineered countless albums over the years. Steve was a longtime member of the Byron Berline band and now continues to play with the original members of One-Eyed Jack, as well as tour with Darcy Lynn and the Hee Haw Show. Steve's ability to play music styles, many styles of music, has undoubtedly made him one of the most popular session and live drummers in the Oklahoma area, which is definitely true. Steve is truly a musician's musician, and it is our honor to welcome to the podium Steve Short.
Doesn't it? She's amazing. What an honor and a privilege. Thank you, John Jones. And hey, you know, real quick, I want to do something. This is my wife, Stephanie. I want to take a selfie. Okay. It's a video, so everybody has to wave and hoop and holler. On the count of 3, are we ready? Okay. Okay, good night. Hey, first of all, I want to thank some incredible bandmates of mine. Joe Settlemyers, Greg Burgess, Richard Sharp. They're the ones that nominated me, and I am so thankful to be in a band with them. If you can't swing playing with those fellas, yeah, you need to do something else. That's all I gotta say. Second, I wanna thank my mom and dad. I wish they could have been here today. They were my first inspiration. My dad had a gospel group, and he bought his 10-year-old son a snare drum, and I got started. My daughter did. Excuse me a second. Okay, let me start over. Anyway, thank you for my mom and dad for being my first inspiration. Second, I want to thank my kids, and I love them. And I have my oldest son, my oldest daughter here today, and I got two grandkids, Michela and Dante. Nathan and Sarah is my son and daughter. I'm proud of them and all of their support all these years. My beautiful wife, Stephanie, and her patience. I tell you what, they need to have a Hall of Fame for families. And that's And last but not least, I want to thank my Lord Jesus for trusting me with this gift. And it's been a blessing. My life has been blessed, you know. And I'm going to leave this one last thing. I got to do a recording session with Leon McCullough, his gospel album. And what a privilege it was. I was so excited. He was a gentleman and just a kind man. And I wanted to impress him so much in the studio. He brought in Eldon Shamblin, Gene Gasaway. It was a big deal. I was a little bit nervous. But he wanted to give the drums a little 4-bar solo. And I wanted to make my mark and do something spectacular. And And so we'd start the song, and then my solo would come, and I'd mess it up, and we'd have to start over again. We'd do it again. I'd mess up every time. About 3 or 4 times after messing up, Leon comes over to the drums and goes, "You know, Steve, you're overthinking it way too much. Nobody wants to hear all that fancy stuff. They just want to hear you swing." So let's keep swinging, folks. Thank you so much.